So hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the UCAT Study With Me series 2019. So we're on Medify at the moment and we're going to be doing some verbal reasoning. Right, let's get straight to it. Now verbal reasoning does take a bit more effort, but then we will go through it. So I'm just going to skim the paragraph very quickly. Okay, fine. Just skim them, just look for the main words and all. So, rulers in Madagascar always emerge from the noble class. So, keywords, rulers and noble class. First paragraph, I see rulers and noble class. So, let's read the sentence. A strong caste tradition in many parts of Madagascar saw rulers emerge from diverse ethnic groups, typically from the noble class known as Adriana. So, it says typically from the noble class, not always, so it's false. The Sakalava of the western coastal plains had strong maritime links with commercial ships and pirates. So, Sakalava and maritime trade links. So, we're looking at stuff about trade stuff and ships. So, I see the word Sakalava there. Okay, so Sakalava of the west, I've seen it here. Of the western coastal plains established a kingdom. Okay, so it says with maritime trade with European and Arab commercial ships and pirates, but doesn't really talk about Asia. So, as in it's not false, but we don't know if it's from Asia or not. So we're going to say can't tell. It could be, it's most likely going to be false, but I'm going to put can't tell because it's not in the paragraph. Usually, to put false, the paragraph and the statement have to clearly be how would you say, contradicting. So what's that can't tell? From the 16th century onwards, there's conflict in the Merina and Sakalava kingdoms. Political life from the 16th century is characterized by sporadic conflict. Sporadic conflict, not constant, so false. Sporadic means coming up sort of unexpectedly, so I won't say it's constant. Prince Rambo Salama, nephew of King Juju, whatever, completed his aim of bringing all the medical rule. The new king used diplomacy and force to reunite Emira to bring all of Madagascar under his rule. Okay, so this new king, Prince Rambo Salama, he had the plan to bring it all together, but it was his son who actually completed the aim, so it's false because his son did it. Radama was the first king to ever engage European missionaries and diplomats. Yes, was the first to welcome and engage European mentorship. That's true. Yeah. Next, let's mark this. Verbal reasoning is quite a difficult section for me, I think. There's so much information to go through. Okay, we got them all correct. Great, fantastic. Let's do another 5. So the key thing is skimming it once, so you know where roughly the bits and bobs are. Then you look at the question, then you look back at the paragraph, then you find the key part, then you read before and after it, then you answer the question. That's the tactic. Okay, skimmed it quickly. SMS Nassau had greater capacity than the HMS Dreadnought. Okay, so we're looking about capacity. She's a lead ship. doesn't talk much about capacity. It talks about like people getting killed in like the battle and stuff. But then it doesn't. I can't say anything about capacity as of now, so I'm going to say can't tell. And if it's not in the paragraph, so that question was talking about capacity, which is a topic not in the paragraph. Therefore, we say can't tell because it may have had a high capacity, it may not have had a high capacity, so we don't really know. So you can't say. Yeah. So the 3 other battleships in the same class, yes, because she was the lead ship of a class of 4 battleships, which included Posen, Rhineland, and Westfalen. Fantastic. So true, fantastic. 3 other battleships. Slava was another German ship which worked with SMS Nassau in the Battle of the Gulf of Riga. So let's look for the word Slava in the paragraph. It's not there. Okay, where she engaged with the Russian battleship Slava. So engaging with another battleship isn't working together, so that's false. It's a Russian ship, not a German ship. HMS Spitfire won the battle against SMS Nassau. So let's look at the Spitfire. Here is Spitfire. So let's look back now. During the battle, Nassau collided with the British destroyer HMS Spitfire. Nassau suffered a total of 11 killed and 16 injured during the engagement. It doesn't say whether as a consequence, HMS Spitfire defeated Nassau. So after the German fleet was scuttled, Nassau and her things surrendered. Okay, so we can't tell. They collided, but we can't tell whether the HMS Spitfire won the battle. Yes. So it says the Allied powers won. Nassau and her 3 sisters were surrendered to the victorious Allied powers. So number 1 surrendered, so the losers obviously surrender usually, and it says victorious Allied powers, so that's true. We can infer that. Okie, let's mark this and see what happens. I think 4 out of 5, maybe 5 out of 5. Ooh. Yay, 5 out of 5. Fantastic. Okay, so if you want, we can go back and look at some feedback. And also they sort of go and tell you which part of the paragraph you should have looked at. Right, let's do some more. Oh gosh, this is quite long. Right. So we're skimming right now. Okay, skimmed it. This is a relatively long paragraph, so we're going to have to be quite careful and answering questions. So most art of Magdalen features are modestly clothed. Okay, so we're looking at clothing. It's very sensually portrayed in Tyson's depiction. But you can be sensually portrayed whilst wearing clothes. So, radiant appearance for a dark background as if the light comes within. Erotic though it is, and nudity refers to medieval legend that all our clothes fell apart for years. Okay, so that's her lack of clothing symbolises abandonment and jewels. Okay, fine. So yes, we can infer that she didn't have many clothes on. Colonna was aged 57 around her death. So we're looking for some dates here. So here we go. Colonna, Victoria, Colonna, 1490 to 1547. 57, perfect. Yep, true. Titanus, Titanius painted Magdalen as not wearing clothes but decorated in jewelry such as gold. Her lack of clothing symbolizes her abandonment of Jules' golden worldly goods to her faith in Christ. No. Titanius, whatever. She's nude, and that nudity refers to her not having given up all of Jules. So that's false, I think. It could be can't tell, because we don't really know whether she did put Jules over her or not. We'll see. Vittoria Colonia was a close friend of Eleanor, the mother of the Duke of Urbino. And then it says Vittoria gave it away to Eleonora Gonzaga, but it doesn't say whether they're friends or not. So we'll say we can't tell her. Yeah. Unless it's obviously mentioned in the paragraph, we're going to say can't tell. Let's mark this test. Whoa. I think 4 out of 5, maybe 5 out of 5. Oh, sorry, 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4. Okay, 3 out of 4, as expected. So 107. So first question. Most art of Magdalene features her modestly clothed. Okay. With no clothing at all. Just loose. Oh no! I was meant to put down false. Sorry. That's quite funny. So what this shows is, click the correct answer. Like I did, don't get the correct reasoning and then click the wrong answer. But yes, she wasn't modestly clothed in the art. So it is false indeed. Silly mark lost there. Anyway. Okay, I think that's a good amount of questions we just did. So, hopefully that was a nice introduction to verbal reasoning and sort of how we work through verbal reasoning questions. I'll try and do a few more of these Study With Me videos for verbal reasoning, but this is the one for verbal reasoning. And make sure to watch the other Study With Me videos where I go through the other different sections of the UCAT exam, such as situational judgment, quantitative reasoning, and abstract reasoning, for example. So yes, anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video.